And welcome to the Marcus and Mike Show, guys. I am Mike. My man over here on the other side of the line is Marcus. Marcus, how you doing today, bub?
All right, what's going on? I'm doing all right considering my Astros got a little rocked yesterday, but we got a game five on Thursday. We'll talk about that in a little while.
Yeah, we definitely will talk about that in a little while. And it sucks that they lost because I really wanted to see a healthy, fully loaded Astro Yankee series here. But speaking of a good game, possibly Thursday night football is tomorrow. Week 6 of the NFL season is right around the corner here. You have the 5-0 New England Patriots take on the 2-3 New York Football Giants. First things first, who do you got winning this game and why?
The Giants are just going to outclass the New England Patriots are just going to outclass the Giants. This will be one of those methodical beatdowns. I mean, God, look, Daniel Jones has played better than what I thought he would play since the beginning of the year, since he took over as the starter for terrible Eli Manning. But he's still a rookie. Bill Belichick will dial up some stuff, man, that this guy hasn't seen. They'll take away their best stuff, make him into something he's not. They'll confuse him on pre-snaps, and Daniel Jones has been pretty good at pre-snap reads, by the way, and that was his forte actually coming out of college. That he could dial it up. One day, Daniel Jones will probably be a coach one day. But with Daniel Jones was, can he translate what he sees before the snap to actually the physical to actually produce what he saw mentally. And so to process that information and process it quickly.
Right.
And Daniel Jones has done a decent job of that. But there's no way that the New England Patriots will let a rookie quarterback beat them, especially one that's going to be without Saquon Barkley. Again, Saquon Barkley's going to miss another week here. Um, and that'll give Saquon another 10, 11 days to rest before the Giants play their next game. But yeah, this is one of those. Man, I love the game of football, but this is pretty tough to watch for me. I might watch the first quarter, but my eyes will probably be on something else, man. Yeah, this is another 35-10 game. Uh, Man, and I hate to talk about, man, easy NFL schedules because, man, there should be no easy NFL schedule. There really shouldn't.
You're right.
This is not college, man. This is not Texas. This is not Alabama playing Fordham. But man, the New England Patriots, man, they get to play the Giants, the Redskins, the Dolphins. I mean, wow, man. Yeah, I should have looked at that a little better. I was predicting New England's demise. Not that they would have a losing record, but I would think they'd go down a little bit this year. But man, that's not been the case at all. They're doing pretty well without Gronkowski. I think that'll affect them as it gets later on in the year, though. I think this has been like an easy part of the schedule here for New England, and I think that'll affect them a little bit later, not having Gronkowski. But they're learning how to not play without Gronkowski. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and New England should win this thing, man, 35-10. Probably be almost unwatchable unless you're a New England Patriot fan.
Yeah. Let me add to your schedule there just a tad bit there. Uh, yes, the Giants. We knew they were going to be pretty horrible. We knew that the Washington Redskins were going to be pretty horrible as well. But we did not anticipate the tanking of Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
They traded away any asset that they had on that team. They traded that away. So I really thought that Miami was going to new give the Patriots at least one good game, like at home. But yeah, their schedule is it's pretty weak. But they do have a pretty tough stretch coming up here.
Yeah.
They do play the Chiefs, they do play the Browns, and I think they play the Chargers as well. So they do have a pretty gauntlet of a 4 week 5 week schedule coming
Oh yeah.
up up here.
Absolutely. And they still have the Texas teams to play, which isn't going to be no slouch as well.
Right. So
Right.
let's just go ahead and jump back to the Thursday night game here.
Oh,
Yeah. The Giants don't have a chance. It is going to get ugly early and ugly often. They are out there starting running back. They're out a top receiver on the team. They're missing a tight end as well. So if the Giants were smart, they would bench uh, uh, Daniel Jones this game and start Eli. Be like, look, Manning, We know we're going to get our asses kicked in this game.
Mm.
I need you to go in there, collect your $20 million, and just take this lump on the chin because we don't want to lose because we don't want Daniel Jones just to get humiliated by the New England Patriots. That is a
Yeah.
very smart move for them if they were to do that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you know how I feel about. I don't like playing rookie quarterbacks when I have a veteran. I really don't. I like for rookie quarterbacks to take a redshirt year if they have a veteran like Eli Manning. I would have never. I don't know, man. I would be playing Eli, man. You're right. You're paying him $20+ million, man. I'd have Daniel Jones. Um, I wouldn't start Daniel Jones if I was going to start him until like after the week 9. After half the season's gone. But I see your point. I see your point there. I mean, hey, look, these guys earning a lot of money, man. 15% of your cap is just sitting on the sidelines, and he's healthy. That's pretty crazy. Hey, real quick, hey, Michael, I'm going to throw you a curveball. Have you heard about the Richard Sherman and Baker Mayfield? Richard Sherman said that
Yeah, the whole
Baker
the whole
Mayfield,
handshake thing. Yeah.
yeah, Richard Sherman said that Baker Mayfield dissed him on the handshake. He didn't want to give him a handshake. You knew that, right?
Yes.
Well, it turns out, man, I lost a little respect for Richard Sherman. They showed the video of it, and there's video everywhere. So I don't know why Richard Sherman would lie, but Baker Mayfield shook his hand, man. They both shook hands reluctantly, but they both shook hands. Richard Sherman's a liar, man, and I
Yeah.
hate that, man, because now I won't believe him. Now if Richard Sherman goes to the booth or he goes like in studio, because he's a real smart guy, I won't like him because I don't like to be lied to, man. I'll look at him and I'll think maybe he's lying again.
Yeah. To be like, let's just go ahead and jump on that topic. Now, I've seen the video. Yes, yes, it was a bro,
Right.
a like a real loving handshake by like any means. But Richard Sherman has come out and like I said, yes, I've seen the handshake. I want to apologize to him. He's going to send him a text or a phone call. But yeah, I mean, like, first of all, what is the big deal? Like, you are getting ready to go war against that guy. I gotta want to show you any weakness, any love pregame like at all. Like, I'm getting ready to knock your head in the dirt
Right.
over and over and over. Like, I don't care. Now after the game, yeah, hey, we're cool, fine. But pre like, what is the big deal? Like, I don't understand why Richard Sherman even brought that up. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, I don't either. Like, listen, man, I don't care about handshakes either. Like, even after the game, man, I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
Listen, one of the greatest men ever to play football. His name is Roger Staubach, and he didn't like shaking hands with the opponents, man. He didn't want to get too close to the enemy. So it is, even Roger Staubach refrained of shaking hands. I don't know what the big deal is either. It's stupid. The big deal is Richard Sherman made it a big deal
Yeah.
by lying. Dudes, don't lie about it, dude. Just don't lie, and nobody will talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I really hope it just this is
Yeah.
I mean, like the whole issue definitely got blown out of proportion. I mean, it's like it is well what it is. You guys need to understand if you watch Baker during college, this is what he does. Like, he gets under the opponent's skins by, jacking off to the KU crowd, give him the birds, etc. Like, this is just who he is. Like, this is how he gets underneath your skin. So
Hey, and then real quick, man, going back to what we were just talking about, the New England Patriots schedule. I predicted them to go 9-7, and I look terrible right now. They're about to be 6-0. But you're 100% right. I just looked at that's what I was trying to tell you. They're having fun now, New England. Man, I'm praying for this. I don't even think I've prayed for this. I've prayed for anything this bad in football, or maybe I have, but I'm gonna pray for this one. They have a stretch here where it's the Jet. Excuse me. It's Baltimore, Philly, Dallas, Houston, and Kansas City. 5 playoff teams in a row that can get after Tom Brady.
right.
That's man. If there's a football god out there, they drop all 5 of those, and then my 9-7 prediction becomes correct.
There you go,
I
man.
mean, yeah, I'm holding out hope, man. I'm starting with the at Baltimore, and I'm gonna predict them to lose 5 in a row, baby.
Uh, I would not be more satisfied if that were to happen, and then like in the Bills go and
Right.
get their 10 wins, and then
Yeah.
dethrone the Patriots. That would be awesome. But
Yes, that would be awesome.
speaking of being awesome, the Cleveland Browns are not so much awesome right now. They took a big old lump on the chin Monday night losing to the 49ers, and now all of a sudden trade 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 rumors are starting to surface for Odell Beckham Jr. Some of the front runners here, it looks like we got the Eagles, the Patriots, and the Detroit Lions are front runners for trading for Odell Beckham Jr. Are the Browns pushing the panic button too early? Do you think, or do you think Odell wants out of Cleveland?
Man, yeah, they'd be pushing the panic button way too early. I mean, this is a supreme talent, man. I don't like Odell Beckham. Okay, let me just say that his antics and all that on the sidelines and stuff like that, man, is he's it's just how he is. It's his whole attitude. I think he's a big baby. But that being said, I would not trade him. He catches almost everything that comes to him. There's no way. And the three teams that you said that won him, I could easily see that, man. Philadelphia Eagles, New England Patriots, and the Detroit Lions all need a top receiver. And if they were to get, if any one of those three were to get their hands on Odell Beckham, that would be big time for those. But I think all three of those teams are going to be vying for AJ Green here in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
If Cincinnati's like 0-7, I mean, what are you bringing back AJ Green for? Go ahead and get your first round pick for him. And New England, and all three of those teams, I'm going to send like if you're the general manager, right, of the Cincinnati Bengals, you're gonna pick one of those three teams. They're all offering you number one picks. Which team are you gonna send him to? You're gonna send him to the team that's gonna have the worst record, so you'll have a better pick. The New England Patriots are probably gonna be on their way to maybe like we just talked about. I hope they lose 5 in a row, but that's kind of wishful thinking. You send him to New England, and the same thing with Odell Beckham. We're talking about Odell Beckham, right? So
Right.
say you want to get rid of him, Odell Beckham, AJ Green, whatever. I'm sending him to the Lions because there's more a chance that the Lions, will go like 8-7-1, and then I'll get a 16th overall pick as opposed to Philadelphia, New England, where I might get a 28 pick. So I'm sending him to the Lions, man. I'm trying to pick a little higher.
I hear what you're saying, but think about this: the right now, I've watched the Detroit Lions live. I watched them on TV. Like I think I've seen 3 of their games. They are
Right.
a number one wide receiver away from
Yeah.
winning their division. Let me repeat that.
Yeah.
They are one receiver away from winning their division. And like that is even the Packers look freaking amazing. The Packers look like they haven't
Right.
lost a step. The the Bears have kind of lost a step, and the Vikings have kind of lost a step as well this season compared to the last year. They're still pretty damn good. But if you give Odell Beckham Jr. to the Lions or AJ Green to the Lions, uh, let's talk Odell. Like if you take Odell and put him on the Detroit Lions right now, I guarantee I'm going to guarantee that they make the NFC playoffs and they might
Yeah.
get a first round win.
No, I might agree with you, man. I listen. I watched that Lions game just like you did. I just watched it from a few hundred miles away. You watched it from a hundred feet away.
Right.
They were impressive, and yeah, Matthew Stafford with Odell Beckham. And listen, Monday Night Football, it's the Detroit Lions against the Green Bay Packers. That's gonna be a beast game.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that game. That one's I'm actually a little excited for.
This might be a division championship game right here.
Yeah, this is one of those ones. It's yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Detroit Lions are on the come up, man. So we'll see what happens on this Monday night game. I'm so sick of the Green Bay Packers that I'm rooting for Detroit this Monday night.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Detroit as well, simply because, like, if I'm going to be wrong on a pick on a season picks, I gotta want to be 100% like 100% wrong. Like I gotta want to be like mediocrely wrong. So like I hope they go 10-6 or 10-5-1 like on the year and just blow my pick way out of the water, just
Right.
just because I want to be really wrong. Uh,
Uh,
but with all that being said, let's go ahead and shift gears here from the gridiron to the diamond out here. We have a slate of game fives tonight. Uh, First one that comes to mind right now, you have the Nationals taking on the Dodgers. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Listen, I'll probably say the Dodgers here. They're just the better pedigree. I mean, they got Turner and Bellinger, two of the best hitters in baseball. They got a beast going on the mound. But man, I am really going to be rooting for the Nationals. Scherzer just pitched a great game just this past for the Nationals. Um, Listen, the Nationals have a great pitcher going on the mound today, Strasburg. If Strasburg can mow and can get to that Dodger lineup and mow them down, this is going to be terrible for the Dodger fans. I think I mentioned the other day, and I mentioned to you and my son, the Dodgers won 106 games, and if Strasburg can shut down that lineup, can you imagine 106 games going down the drain for the Dodgers? This is really scary for Dodger fans. They're going to be out there at was it Chez Ravine or whatever it's called, waving the towels and all that. This is going to be a raucous atmosphere. I can't wait to see how Strasburg reacts to it. This is big time stuff, man. Game fives, winner take all stuff. This is big time stuff. But man, I couldn't imagine 106 wins going down the drain. That's pretty amazing. So I'm rooting for Strasburg and the Nationals to get this victory. But I'm probably going to pick the Dodgers here. Um, the baseball home field advantage doesn't mean too much, but man, that crowd's going to be right there. Um, and, 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 and and the Dodgers, listen, their pedigree, they've been great for a few years now. And I don't see them blowing a game five. I just don't. I think Coach Roberts is a good coach, good manager. I just don't see them blowing a game five here at home. I'll take the Dodgers, but I hope I'm wrong.
So let me question about what you just said there. You said the home field advantage in baseball doesn't really make that much sense. I think the the home field advantage in the Major League Baseball is the best home field advantage out there because of the size of the field. You know how the wind plays in the outfield. You know how the ball bounces off that backstop back to you. So I mean, like the Dodgers field is right there next to the ocean, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
so you get a pop, so you get a big towering pop fly up in the air, and you get that right to left wind, and like you haven't played there like that often, you could easily make an error that could cost your game, that could cost the team the game. Do you like
Mm.
do you not agree with that like at all?
Yeah, yeah, no, I get it. I mean, they know all the nooks and crannies of their stadium and stuff like that. So I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but just the it hasn't meant as much, just the statistic wise, as much as basketball and football. But no, don't get it twisted now. The Nationals would rather be playing at their park
Right.
than going to Chavez Ravine to see 50,000 fans waving towels and standing up the whole game and cheering. I mean, it's intimidating. Listen, I played sports for 7 years. I never played for over a couple thousand people, man. And that's got to be intimidating, man. But they're professionals. They make millions of dollars. But no, I get your point. I see it. I understand it.
Right. So, just some facts here on this game. The Dodgers are a 1.5 run favorite in this game. When the Dodgers are favorites this season, they are 78-79. When the Nationals are underdogs this season, they are 35-17. So, just some stats there for you. But I'm going to go with the Nationals. I do like
Okay.
Steven Strasburg on the mound. They have kind of kept him in this glass little jar here for the last 3 or 4 years after he got back from his Tommy John
Right.
surgery. It should have been 5 or 6 years ago now, but he is finally no longer on a pitch count. He's no longer getting pulled out
Right.
after four or five innings. If he can go 7 innings tonight, I think the Nationals win this game. So
No, and I hope you're 100% correct. Strasburg is a very good pitcher. Um, So yeah, no, I hope you're 100% right. I want to see 106 wins by the Dodgers go down the drain.
Yes, that would be awesome. Just because I think they're highly overrated as well. So
Yeah,
the second of the Game 5 games tonight, you had the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Braves at Atlanta. Who do you got winning this one?
I got the Atlanta Braves um, getting by here and winning this baseball game. Beating the St. Louis Cardinals. You talk about a pedigree. St. Louis Cardinals have it, man. I mean, they've got it. Flaherty's on the mound tonight for the St. Louis Cardinals. But man, I just see the Braves winning. When you got a lineup of Freddie Freeman and Albies and uh, Acuna and who am I missing? Jeff Donaldson.
Right.
These guys can hit 30, 40 home runs a year, man. I mean, these guys are the real deal, man. And like, I just see the Braves bats waking up tonight, hitting the Flaherty. I really do. And so I see the Braves advancing here, Game 5, and hopefully it's a Braves Nationals, and those two teams hate each other. They're in the same division. Man, that's like a Green Bay Chicago Bears scenario. That's a Washington Redskins Cowboys. That's a Jacksonville versus Texans.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Kansas City, Oakland almost. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? The Nationals and the Braves hate each other. So, oh, and by the way, I cannot wait to see Oakland play Kansas City. Man, that's a knockdown, drag out brawl. Man, people are getting thrown out. Okay, let's get back to baseball. But yeah, no, that's right. But yeah, I see the Braves bats waking up here and winning this game, and I see them putting on a lot of runs, scoring a lot of runs. The pitcher for the Braves, he just has to keep down Ozuna and Goldschmidt. And let me tell you something, man. Goldschmidt's becoming a problem. That's an understatement for the St. Louis Cardinals. Every time the guy gets up, it's a double, a home run, a single. Listen, I would just put him on. I would treat him like Barry Bonds.
Right.
You're not going to hurt us, Goldschmidt. You're going straight to first base, son. I would treat him like he's the best player at Little League. I'm putting him in at first base. You're not even going to hit. So, yeah. So as soon as they walk Goldschmidt, and just deal with everybody else. So yeah, I see the Braves bats waking up here, just much like I see the Houston Astros bats waking up. The Astros and Braves to me have the two best the two best lineups in baseball, where like five players can just get it out of the yard quickly. So I see the Braves bats waking up and getting the Flaherty here.
Yeah. This this game is gonna probably be one of the best games that we've seen this postseason. Like I think, I've seen the Astros games, I've seen the Yankees games. This this game really has me intrigued because of exactly what you just said. The Atlanta Braves lineup, they have uh, three or four guys in that lineup that hit over 35 home runs
Right.
this season, and you cannot keep those guys down in a 5 game series. Maybe in a 3 game Friday, Saturday, Sunday series, they may not get a hit or like really do that well. But in a 5 game series and a playoff, two of those three guys are going to go off two tonight, and
Right.
you had the Braves going to the World Series, losing to the Astros. So I mean, they definitely cannot lose to tonight whatsoever. I
Right.
th- I think it's going to be kind of a lopsided game, uh, like 7-2 type of score. Like
Yeah.
I just have that much faith in the Braves lineup today.
Right.
So there is one more Game 5. This is tomorrow's matchup, though. Like you alluded to earlier in the show, Houston Astros did lose to Tampa Bay. Maybe overlooking them a little bit, or maybe just not having that home cooking. But nonetheless, Tampa Bay Rays take on the Houston Astros tomorrow night at 7:07. Who do you got winning that one?
I got the Astros in a landslide. I am shocked. This is kind of an embarrassment, to be honest, that the Tampa Bay Rays have taken the Astros to Game 5. You talk about they have a $53.5 million payroll. There's a couple of guys on the Astros I think that can match that payroll. Um, just two guys. It's kind of a little embarrassing, but that's what baseball is, man. It's a very humbling game, man. I mean, you can You can get beat. You look at your Royals in 2014, man. So you know that it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. Hell, we just saw it a few years ago. But look, Garrett Cole's on the mound, and I'm going to make a prediction here. Nobody will end up on third base the entire game. I think the Astros are going to shut out the Tampa Bay Rays, and I see maybe somebody on second. They stole a base off Garrett Cole, maybe walk somebody, but nobody's getting to third base the entire game. I see the Astros winning like anything past 7-0, 9-0, 8-0, 7-0. I don't see them scoring a run on Garrett Cole.
And if that were to happen, that would be an awesome prediction because the Rays have kind of snuck by this season, really flying
Right.
underneath the radar. They do have 96 wins on the season, and they only have 1,000 people like in their seats. So it is really remarkable of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like it's a shame that like it has to end though. However, just some stats here to throw at you. Uh, Verlander, I'm sorry, the pitcher yesterday for the Houston Astros. This is the first time ever he pitched on short rest. So the Houston Astros kind of put Verlander behind the eight ball a little bit yesterday. So hopefully they learn from their mistakes and move forward when they play the Yankees Saturday. I believe the first game is or is it Saturday? Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah. Yeah.
Saturday. So also some more stats for you. The Houston Astros are favored by 1.5 runs in this game. They are the only team favored to have a winning record when favored in the postseason so far. When they're favored, they're 85-74 on the season. So
Okay.
just some just some food for thought there. So
Right.
just to recap, you have Houston, Braves, and the Dodgers winning, correct? All the home games.
Houston, yes, absolutely. All the home teams winning, and I hope I'm wrong on the Dodgers one. I'm rooting for the Nationals.
Yeah.
Man, real quick, Michael, man, they're doing on NFL Live, man. It's Mahomes versus Watson. They're doing all their throws and their stats side by side. You get a chance, hit record on NFL Live, man. It's man, I cannot wait for noon on Sunday, man. I wish I could just be put in some kind of incubator or something. I bet you do too with your pain in your back, right? And just like we just wake up on Sunday at noon.
That
That's what
that
I'm.
that, that would be awesome. I need about 18 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I
That would that
bet, man.
that would be freaking fantastic. But speaking of Mahomes, I saw a pop up on my phone come earlier, and Patrick Mahomes says he's 100% healthy on that ankle. Do you think he's just fibbing to the people?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way he's 100%. Um, man, there's no way. I mean, maybe at 80%. There's no way he's at 100%. What is he, the Bionic Man or something? No,
Yeah.
I mean that's. I mean, yeah, I would love to be in the media room when he says I'm 100% because I would challenge him. That's just the way I am. I'd say, Patrick, there's no way, sir, you're 100%. Please tell us you're about 80%, man. Don't lie to the public, man. Don't you're not 100%. You're about 80%.
Right.
But man, that's the way these guys are, man. They're gladiators. They're gonna say I'm 100%. Let's go and all that. But
Yeah.
clearly he's not.
Yeah. Meek, that angle, that rolled up angle looked pretty gruesome in the end zone
Yeah.
there. So with all that being said, guys, that's going to be it for today's show. We'll be off tomorrow, so that is why we picked the Giants Patriots games,
Right.
and they'll be back Friday. Any closing thoughts, Marcus, before we head out?
No, it's just gonna be fun to watch these games fives, man. I think the Braves bats wake up, and I think the Dodgers win here at Chavez Ravine. But I'm hoping the Nationals win. I hope Strasburg shuts them down.
Okay, guys, here's some food for thought. You have to watch playoff baseball. It is exciting playoff at
Yes.
like atmosphere. If you don't have a team like your team isn't in the playoffs, go and pick a team and root for that team. It just makes it much more exciting and
Yeah.
it draws you in. Like you are watching a baseball game for 3 hours till 11 o'clock at night and you're like, oh crap, I gotta get up
Right.
at in 4 hours. So it's very intriguing, very exciting. So join us tomorrow, join us Friday, same time, same place. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you then.